Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Peggy and you're welcome to my channel. If you're not, hi, thank you so much for coming back. Today's video, as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about being unmarried, being single, living at home, living with your parents, but also being happy and finding peace in that. In the world of today, where a lot of people believe that if you're living at home, you're probably unsuccessful, you're probably undriven, you can't be happy living at home. Popular to those beliefs, I don't believe that. I believe you can actually live at home, be peaceful, enjoy yourself, build your career, and do so much more. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into this video. Okay, let's start with how I came about living at home right now. I'm currently in my early 30s, and I started living at home when I was in my late 20s, I think 28, 29. That was like 3 years ago, guys. So a little backstory. I've lived on my own for almost 10 years now. I got to go to abroad to school after my junior level here, like my secondary school, traveled abroad to uni, did foundation, got into uni, came out, did my master's, got a job, worked, did all those things, and then I came back for like something. But as it may happen, the pandemic met me here, so I literally had to stay here because of COVID, and I've been here since then. Now, if you don't know, I'm from Nigeria, and from my background, ladies are not really encouraged to move out and live on their own until they are officially married. A lot of families don't really encourage it. I mean, now you see that some people encourage, some people don't mind, but my family don't encourage it. Even when I kind of suggested it initially, they were like, really? That doesn't mean that if I want to do that, I won't necessarily do that. But right now, I'm at peace where I am. I'm enjoying where I am. So I thought, let's sit down and let me give you guys some simple tips on how you can also do that yourself. The first tip I would say has to be mind your business. This is something that nobody tells you, but you need to know. You need to know how to mind your business. There's nothing as annoying as living with people and then you're butting into their business when they did not ask you for your opinion. Do you get what I mean? So if you're going to live peacefully and happy in that home you're living in, learn to mind your business. If there's something going on that does not concern you, just butt out, go your separate way until your opinion is requested or needed. Mind your business. This saves you from insults, disrespect, see finish, like you call it in Nigeria, see finish, certain things that you didn't realize that will be an issue, but it's also an issue. So learn to mind your business. Whatever home you're in, mind your business. Yeah. My next point has to be know people you're living with. Study those you're living with. Someone like me who has lived on my own for almost 10 years, coming back to live with people in the same house, sharing the same space, I had to literally study those I was living with, because the things they like and the things I like are probably different. The things they like and what I like will be different. You understand? So I had to study them so that we don't step on each other's toes in any way. There's nothing like living in your family and then there's tension, because obviously you're an adult. So there's certain things you will not want them to tell you, and there's certain things they won't even want to tell you because they feel like you're an adult. You should know it. So best thing, study those you're living with. It could be the children, it could be your brother, it could be your sister, it could be the people they live with, it could be the cooks or the people that work in the house. Study them and then know how to work with them. If you know that there's something you will do that will make them be happy to do something for you, do that. Make it work so that you can enjoy living in that house and live peacefully and happily in the home. Yeah. My next point has to be choose to be happy. I know this is something that a lot of people don't know how to do. People kind of pick happiness from their surrounding or from what's happening to them. I don't do that. I choose to be happy every day I wake up, because there's nothing not to be happy for. The fact that you're alive and breathing already makes you joyous. It makes you thankful. It makes you happy that, oh, I'm alive today, I'm breathing, I'm happy to be here. So I'm someone who have consciously developed that attitude of be happy. My happiness is very important to me. So I make sure that I don't look for other people to make me happy. I make myself happy before I look for others to make me happy. basically, because sometimes the situation in life might make you be like, oh, I can't be happy, or like you're passing through something, but deep down you have to have that rest of mind that everything will be okay, and that your happiness is really, really, really important. The next on my list has to be, you have to have a mindset of a temporary living. When I mean temporary living, I think you have to know that this situation you're in right now is temporary. Don't look at it as, oh, this is my last bus stop, this is like where I'm going to end up. No, look at it as, okay, this is a phase of my life that I am passing through, and I will pass through it. So be conscious that this is a temporary situation. Don't think that, oh, this is the end of my life, I will not move forward, but know that it is temporary. So as it's temporary, you need to act accordingly. Act like it's temporary, so that when you eventually move out from there, you're not like, or those people are not like, thank God though, hey, this body has finally left us, we thank God. No, they are actually genuinely unhappy to see you go, but they're also happy to see you go, because you're moving into the next stage of your life. You're moving into the next thing, the next big thing of your life. You understand? So have a temporary mentality, so that nothing that happens in the house will affect your happiness, or affect your joy, or affect you as a person. Do you understand what I mean? So yes, the next thing I would say is, bring value to the home you live in. Bring value to the family you're currently living in. Even if it's your mother and father's house, bring something to the home. Bring value to the home. Don't just say, oh, it's my mother and father's house, so I can do whatever I like. No, be someone that they can entrust with some. Know that, okay, this person is around, this person is useful in so way, this person is bringing value to us in so way. It can be like finance, it can be your it can be that, okay, you live in this home, you eat from this home, you don't pay rent in this home, obviously, so you can be your finance. Bring finance into the house. Be like, oh, let me add this to the feeding, or let me add this to that. Or it can be what you do. Maybe you take the kids to school, or like you're helpful to your parents, your mom, your dad, brother, your sister, whoever the person is. Just add value to their life. There's not how you'll be in a house and they will say, oh, we don't have anybody responsible in this house. Be responsible. Add value to that home, so that at the end of the day, they know that, okay, you might not be paying rent, but you're adding something to the home that they needed. Do you get what I mean? So that point I would say is really, really helpful is go out. Something someone says is date yourself. Go out, date yourself, make friends, get to know people, get to know the environment, get to know the state you live in. Travel if you can. Frankly, if you can travel, maybe locally, travel, meet people, discover new things. Don't just stay at home and say, oh, I'm home now, let me be depressed. No, if you don't have anywhere to go to, join a group, join something that will take you out, that make you meet people, because that way you get to move forward in life. You're not, just because you're living at home doesn't mean you have to be stagnant or you have to be stuck. So you going out, meeting people, exploring new places will open your mind and your eyes to so many new things, and which will make you happy, give you peace of mind, because at the end of the day, you're saving, but you're also enjoying yourself. You're also living a fulfilled life. The next tip I would give has to be bond with your family. This is sometimes lost in transition, because you live with these people, you see them every day, so you feel, oh, I know them, I see them, but at the same time, there is no actual bond going on. You don't sit down to discuss with them. You don't ask them how their day was. They don't ask you how your day was. They don't even care, how your day was, because you don't talk to them. So make conscious effort to bond with your family, your household. It could be the kids, it could be your in-law, it could be your sister, it could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be anyone living in the house. Bond with them. It could even be the staffs that actually work in the house. Get to know them, get a little bit personal with them. I didn't say go overboard though, but just a little bit personal with them, so that they'll get to know that you care about them. You're not just there chopping free food and living freely off them, but that you actually care about them. That way they do things for you without even asking, or without you even asking them. So in return, you're living a genuinely free and peaceful life. Yeah, this one I would say I personally tapped into. It has to be improving myself. I improved myself. Learn a new skill if you can. Learn a new skill, learn a new trade, acquire a knowledge, something that will help you in the future. Don't just sit down, fold your arms and say, oh, I'm at home, so no big deal. No, that time and that money that you could have spent living on your own, you have it now that you're living with your family. Use it wisely. Learn something new, acquire something new, get knowledge, get skill. For me, content creation was not something I thought I was going to do full time, I was going to benefit from financially. But coming back to Nigeria, that's literally been my major source of income, being in Nigeria. I have created content for brands, created content for myself, made money off it, stuff like that. So for me to have done that, I needed to learn certain skills. Editing was one, product photography was one. I had to learn so many things that has helped me or has made me acquire new knowledge and new skills. So don't lose guard of yourself while living with your family or living with your parents. Learn something, go out, acquire new skill that will help you in the nearest future. My next point has to be financially wise. Guys, this can get lost in transition because you feel like, oh, you're home, you don't have to buy food if you don't want to, you don't have to pay bills, somebody else handles the bill, somebody else takes care of the home because you are part of the home, basically. So you can be wasteful with your money if you don't take time. So you have to learn to be prudent with your finance. Make sure that you are saving, you are investing. As you're earning, you're investing, you're saving, you're using your money to create more money. Don't just sit down and say, oh, I have money, let me spend it as I can. No, use it wisely, be prudent with it. You don't have to buy food, no furniture, no rent. Since you don't have to do all that, make sure that the money you have now, you're prudent with it, you're using it wisely, so that at the end of the day you will not have regrets and say, I wish I had known, or I wish this, I wish that. That way you live in peace. There's nothing like being financially free. There's nothing like financial freedom, whether in your 30s, in your 20s. If you know this, there's nothing like being financially free. It is really, 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 really important. My next point has to be, stop comparing yourself with others. If you're someone who compare yourself with others, my sister, you go die quick. In the world of today, you go die quick. Stop comparing yourself with others. This life is a personal journey. This life we're living is a personal journey. So stick to your own lane. I always tell people that thing. Don't look at Mr. A or Mr. B that is 25 and living on their own, or that is 30 that has built mansion. No problem. You're happy for them. Don't get me wrong. You're very happy for them. But remember that that is not your life. This is your life. This is where you are right now. So work with what you have. You will get there eventually. If you're focused, if you're prudent, if you're wise, you will get there. But if you're looking sideways, you may not make it to where you want to be, and that will lead to unhappiness. If you're looking at, especially on social media now, where everybody is getting house, I love watching people going for house hunting, getting new homes. I love those kind of things, and I'm genuinely aspiring to create such content. But at the same time, I'm not comparing myself to them. I make sure that I don't compare myself. I genuinely tell myself that you will get there someday. This will be you. You will be creating such content. So I literally speak to myself like that every single time. So you have to learn not to compare yourself. Simple, enjoy your life, enjoy where you are, stay in your lane and live peacefully. The last point I have here has to be trust in God. In God you will find your peace, you will find your happiness. I'm a Christian, and I literally every day I wake up, I tell God, thank you. I'm thankful for the life you've given me today, and I want you to guide me today and teach me what to do. That leads me every single day. He shows me the way, he teaches me what to do. There are times where I think about myself, like, if I wasn't here, what would I have been doing? And I find out that this is where I ought to be. This is where God actually wants me to be. So I believe in the higher power. So I would say it works for me. Hand it over to God. God is in control, but also work with God's plan for yourself. Don't just say, oh, God knows. No, work with God's plan for you. If God says to do something, get up and do it. God works for those who work for themselves. Don't just say, oh, God is in control, without you doing any work. Get up, do the work, and commit it in the hands of the Lord, and he will make a way for you. Simple. Yeah. All right, guys, so that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you have gained something from it. I hope you have taken something away from today's video. I hope I was able to convey what I wanted to say properly. If I did, please let me know in the comment section. If there's something you want to add to what I have said, also let me know in the comment section. If there's any other tips that you can give to actually improve or help somebody out there live peacefully and happy in their 30s or even in their 20s, please let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to read it as well. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm really grateful. If you've been here from the beginning or you just joined halfway and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like, share this video please, so that somebody will also learn something from it as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, have a great day. If you're in Nigeria, weekend is election. Please go and vote. Go and vote. If you have your PVC, go and vote. It's really, really important. If you're not in Nigeria, pray for us Nigerians, because this election is about to be an interesting one. So other than that, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.